Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. One of the biggest flaws, character flaws that people have is getting angry easily. Many moms have written me saying that they lose their anger, they lose their temper when they're dealing with their children. Many spouses, what happens in the state of anger, they say rude things, they insult one another. Sometimes they even pronounce divorce in that state of anger. So today the focus is going to be about controlling your anger, because that was one of the things that the Prophet ﷺ has encouraged us to do, is swallow that anger, right? If you have something to argue about, and even if you're right, but you swallow that anger and you do not fight just for the sake of fighting or proving that you're right, you will have a mansion built in paradise for you. And when the Prophet ﷺ was asked, give me advice, Ya Rasulullah, give me advice, and he said, do not get angry. Then he asked again, give me some advice, and he again emphasized, do not get angry. 3 times he emphasized that, because when this is the problem with recording outside. Okay, right. So when you get angry, the shaitan entices you to overreact, to say hurtful things. So a lot of bad comes out of it, and that's why we need to be cautious. So I have 3 P's for you in controlling your anger. The first P, pause. When you feel fired up, when you feel like you're about to whack someone, or you're about to say a rude word, or you're about to do something, just pause. Pause, because you need to reflect on what you're saying, what you're doing, and remember that between stimulus and response, there is that period of time where you have to pause. A lot of times people are just reactionary. Someone says something to them and they just react back, and many of us are living in that state of being very impulsive, very reactionary, and when we're reactionary, we're not in control. We just are acting and not thinking. So during the next time that you feel anger, I want you to pause and think about the consequence. Think about, what are these words going to, how are they going to affect my child? How are they going to affect my spouse? What's going to come out of this? And when you reflect on that long enough, then it will make you stop what you were about to say. The problem is people are just not thinking. They just get it off their chest, and they feel like, oh, you know what, I just have to get it off my chest. But you know what? In that state of getting it off your chest, you cause so much damage. So many relationships are broken, and no matter what you do, it's hard to get it back. So the first thing you need to do is pause and think about what your action is going to cause. What is going to happen from your behavior. The second P is ponder. You need to ponder about, where is this anger coming from? Why are you so upset? Why is it that when your child, let's say, does not respond to you in the first time, you get so fired up? Why is it when someone disrespects you or someone acts rudely to you, it makes you so upset? Reflect on it and see what is the cause, because a lot of times the anger is not about the situation that is presented. The anger stems from something much deeper. It goes from something from your childhood. And you could be reacting to your spouse and you overreact, and it really has nothing to do with what they said or what they have done. It's something way back in your childhood. So ponder about, what is it that's making me so angry? What is it that's getting me so fired up? And once you know, then you can kind of observe it. You don't have to be engaged in it. You don't have to be so fired up. You can observe it. You can zoom out of your life and watch what is happening and understand your anger. And once you have an understanding for it, you're no longer going to be so reactionary. And the third P is to project. You need to project your best self. You need to project that adult self of you, not that little child. You know, we all regress when we get angry. We become sometimes a teenager, to talk to the hand, or sometimes we become a toddler screaming and having a tantrum. So what we need to do is that we need to project our best self. and you think to yourself, what would my highest self do in a situation like this? How would I like to react? What would I do? What could I do to be proud of the way I handle it? Because many times we are just reacting, we're not thinking, we are not understanding the anger, and we are just acting as a child. But if we stop and we think that I want to be my best self, let me handle this in a way that I will be proud of myself, let me handle it in a way that I'm not going to have regrets and I'm not going to have broken relationships. If we can do that, then our life will be so amazing. And we see the example of the Prophet ﷺ. How many times was he disrespected? How many times was he treated rudely? And yet he always responded with compassion, and he controlled his anger. So we need to use that prophetic example. We need to be and aspire to be our absolute best. So the next time you're about to get angry, whether it's at your spouse, at an employee, at your children, make sure that you do these three things. P, you pause, you think about, and you reflect on the consequences of your behavior. You ponder about, like, what is this all coming from? Where is this anger originating from? And then you project your best self. And inshallah, we're going to have a lot of less arguments, a lot of less outbursts and overreaction. So alhamdulillah, inshallah, that we're going to work on this, on ourselves, build our character. And I encourage all of you to tune in to my Ramadan relationship repair. This is an initiative I did last year to help people with their relationship. You can sign up on my website, halehbanani.com, under courses. It's a free course. You can take it this Ramadan and watch your relationship transform. Alhamdulillah, last year I had a lot of feedback from people from all over the world that they were working on their marriage and improving it by using this critical time in Ramadan to improve their marriage. So this is the Ramadan relationship repair. I hope that we all can work on our character during this month, so that all of the fasting, all the prayer, and the Quran that we're reading works on us and improves our character. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.